can you hear anything?
Yes.
How would you respond? I'm not saying that.
I don't know what's going on her side. Okay.
I know her phone is working.
So maybe we text her.
Oh yeah, I have a pen and paper. I can text her the number to call.
Yeah, so the number to call, hold on, I've got the details up. Sorry about this.
Just leave it.
Trying not to push anything so it hangs up the Zoom on me, so hold on. Maybe I had it in the order. Hold on. Usually I include the telephone number too in case people can't do Zoom.
That's okay.
I didn't have an entry. Or the telephone number for something.
Alright. Oh, I emailed this to you guys yesterday. Or Ricky did. I forgot. I thought it was on the order. Okay, hold on. If this, when I mess with this to get the phone number, if it hangs up on you guys, I'll bring y'all back in. I'll join back in. I'm sorry we're having so much trouble trying to get Ms. Freiner in, but we want everyone to participate.
It's always me.
Okay,
What
you
did I
still
do?
there? Okay, didn't hang up. All right, the number, Dan, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, the number for her to call is area code 312-626-6799. And then they're going to ask her for the meeting number, which is 885-3386-3210.
885.
All right, just repeat that back. 312 626 6799.
Yes.
And the meeting code is 885-3386-3210.
Tell me the number.
Yeah.
Read it to me.
All right, it's 885.
Thank you.
338
Thank you.
63210. If there's a phone number.
You know, Kathleen, technically you filed the TRO in the 01 case, so actually we have the GAL in this case.
We do.
But she's not here today.
She was noticed. Do you want me to try to call her?
Well, I think what we're going to wind up doing so that we can get everybody on is probably scheduling this for next week. And I might be able to do it in person at the courthouse, so we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that behind the back.
But you have a new -02, right?
Yes.
That's what I was thinking this was filed in, was the 02. All right, I think this is her. Ms. Freiner, can you hear the court?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Dan, can you still hear us?
Yes, I can still hear you.
Okay, we're getting a little bit of feedback. Angela, if you could disconnect from your device and just have the phone, that might be what's causing the feedback.
Oh, get off this? Okay. Is that what she's talking Oh. Call back. It's okay. Hi, baby. Oh, he's fucking Freiner.
Welcome to Zoom. Enter your meeting ID, followed by... Enter your participant
She doesn't know where
ID
Delilah
followed
is.
by pound. Otherwise, just press pound to continue. You are in the meeting now. There are 5 participants in the meeting.
And there's... It is what it is.
All right, Angela, can you hear the court?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, what I had said, where I thought everyone could hear and that it was clear, Ms. Reiner, you couldn't hear, is that my instinct was to continue today's hearing, but then Ms. Shaw indicated that the child has not been returned, which the court was under the assumption that the child had been returned at this point. So can you, Ms. Reiner, can you address that, or your counsel, whoever wants to address that? That's what the court wants to hear first.
What? I can't hear you. I didn't hear you all. They want to know about you. Delilah's with me.
Yes, and the court wants to know why you haven't returned her.
Because she doesn't want to go there. She doesn't want to live there.
Okay, but that's not up to Delilah. The court has an order that requires you to return the child, ma'am.
But she doesn't want to live there.
I understand that, and she made that position clear, and the court and the GAL still found that it was appropriate to order her to be with Dad during the school year, and it's the school year, so now she's missing school.
No, she's been going to class. Online. She's been doing her online schooling.
Okay, well, she needs to be back where the court judgment says she's supposed to be, so I need to know when you're going to be returning her.
Well, James needs to come down and get her. I already told him that.
Okay, and the court, the court can order him to do that, but I'd much rather have everything worked out if we're going to have Dad fly in to pick her up. So I need to know when that's going to happen.
I don't know when that's going to happen.
Well, ma'am, you...
If I may interject here, I think that what Ms. Freiner is trying to say is that she doesn't know James's schedule. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Freiner.
No, I
think that's what you're trying.
Yeah, because we haven't discussed him coming down here to get her.
Okay, and tell me why you would like Mr. Judy to fly in versus, your daughter's old enough to fly alone. She flew alone to see you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you want Dad to come down and pick her up?
Because I don't have the money to fly her back.
She won't get on the plane.
And she won't get on the plane.
Okay. So you think if Dad comes in, that Dad is going to be able to get daughter to get in the car with him? Is that what you're telling me?
I don't know. She tells me she's not going back there.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. We're going to have you produce her to the courthouse next week. And Mr. Judy, I think you're going to have to come in and get her from the courthouse. I don't think there's another way to arrange this to make it happen. Okay, so let's pick a day next week. Ms. Freiner, my understanding is that you're telling me that if the court orders you to appear in court next week with the child, that you're going to comply. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you're going to bring the child to the courthouse one day next week. Mr. Judy's looking at his schedule, I presume, and telling me a day that will work for him to come get the child.
Your Honor, any day would be fine with me. I prefer sooner the better, so I could get her back into school.
Well, we've got court Monday, so if you want to come in on Monday, and Monday...
Your Honor, may we do Wednesday?
That's fine with me. Let me see if I actually have a spot where I can put you that isn't easier. Yeah, Tuesday or Wednesday I can fit you in.
I'm just trying to wrap up a project that we have a deadline on.
Wednesday is fine.
Yes, I appreciate that.
Okay, Wednesday. Ms. Freiner, can you bring your daughter to court on Wednesday, February 3rd?
Yes.
Okay. All right, what time does everyone want to do this? I want to make sure that Dad has time to get into town, and we do it at a time that works for everybody.
Earlier is better. That's fine with me.
Well, court, I'm there about 7:30 every day. I could put you at 8 if you want to do right first thing in the morning. I could put you at 10.
Yes, that'll be fine. I think I'll try and fly out there. Well, I will fly out there Thursday. That morning.
Yep.
8 o'clock, James?
You couldn't speak for her.
Yes, ma'am. 8 o'clock is fine.
Okay. Ms. Freiner, did you hear that? 8 o'clock, does that work for you?
Sure.
that by consent, I appreciate everybody working with me on this, that by consent, Ms. Reiner is going to produce the child to the court on February 3rd, which is Wednesday, at 8 a.m. At that point in time, the only thing that we're going to be doing is an exchange of the child. We're going to be doing it in my courtroom. I'm going to instruct the people downstairs at the courthouse to let you in. We are just now transitioning, fingers crossed, to phase 1 on Monday. If we don't transition to phase 1, I will have to figure out what happens because they won't let you up to my courtroom. We'll have to do it in the lobby. But provided that we transition to phase 1, which we are supposed to on Monday, then you should be able to be in my courtroom for the transfer at 8 on the 3rd, okay? And I will let the downstairs security know that you guys are all going to come up, the 3 of you. Ms. Shaw, it will be up to you. I don't think you need to appear. And then if there's an issue, we can get you on Zoom if you want to do that. Same thing with you, Dan. I assume you're still moving in your motion to withdraw today, but same thing. We don't need counsel unless we have an issue. Then I can get everybody on. Ms. Freiner, what's your position on your counsel's motion to withdraw?
I'm all right with that.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter the motion to withdraw. I'm going to grant that as of today. And Dan, you'll be out of the case as of today. And then, like I said, I'll enter that other order by consent. I appreciate everybody working together on that. And does anybody have any questions about next week? No. Okay. My understanding, Ms. Shaw, is that this will obviate the majority of your TRO once we get the daughter back over to Dad for his custody periods. We will have it. What I will do on. Actually, we should set it now. I was going to say we'll set another conference, but let's go ahead and set it now so that we have the date that we'll do this. So we probably should have a conference, I would say, within, I don't know, do you think we need 3 weeks, 4 weeks? I want time for the GAL to, if she needs to do any additional work, and maybe once we get the transfer, things will die back down, but let's just figure that out. Ms. Shaw, what do you think?
I'm sorry, Judge, I'm getting a text from the Guardian ad litem. Could you send me this link? A settlement conference for the motion to modify, Judge?
Yeah, I think if I'm right and things go like they're supposed to and everyone's telling me they will next week, then I think the next date we would need is just a normal settlement conference, and I think we'd want to put it out, maybe 30 days. If there's an issue on Wednesday, then we would do something different, but I want to at least have something scheduled. You know how I like to have everything.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm just wondering, Judge, doing a little potential problem analysis here. Should we set the TRO for Wednesday next? So that if there's a no-show, we have something to proceed upon?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to proceed upon this consent order, but yeah, I don't mind continuing it until the child is actually returned. That makes sense.
What day?
Motion to modify was filed on January 20th. Shall we go out to February 22nd, 23rd, or 24th?
Yeah, that's fine. Oh, Angela, well, I guess that's your other device. I was going to say, I saw something in the waiting. Angela, you can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Is Venus in the waiting room, Judge?
No, I thought we'd had someone else in the waiting room, but it turned out to be Angela. I wanted to make sure I hadn't lost her. No, Venus hasn't joined us yet. Nope, there she is. Hold on. Okay, can you hear us, Venus?
Yes, I'm gonna have to not put the screen on right now. I got Johnny by myself, and I have something I have to do.
You're fine.
Thank you.
So, just to catch you up, Venus, Ms. Reiner's on the line. She has agreed to return the child to the courthouse on Wednesday the 3rd at 8 a.m. Dad will appear at that point to receive the child and bring her back. And custody order at that point will proceed pending the motion to modify, which is out there. So we're continuing the TRO until that date, and it's going to be, like I said, a consent order for today for that to happen next week. We have no objection to Dan withdrawing or the highest firm withdrawing, so I'm gonna grant that. I assume, Venus, you have no objection to that?
I have no objection, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. And then the last thing we're going to do is set this for a settlement conference. If something goes wrong on the 3rd, then we'll set it for something sooner than that, but otherwise we will be setting just a settlement conference. We were thinking about 30 days out. There's now the -02, and I presume I need to put Ms. Jackson in on that case. Does everybody agree?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead today and enter an order to put Venus into the -02.
Have we established whether or not she's okay? Have Dad been able to talk to her? Or have we established that, that at this point?
Good question, Venus.
Ms. Freiner's indicated only that the child is refusing to go back, and that Ms. Freiner doesn't have the funds to send her back. Because of the confusion, the court thinks it's better to have Ms. Freiner appear in court with the child. But Ms. Freiner, you can go ahead and answer the guardian's question.
Delilah's doing fine. She's doing great.
Is there any way that we can have her put on the phone so the court can hear her?
Yeah, she's here. Hold on. Delilah.
Hello.
Okay, I just wanted to see you were okay. The court needed to hear your voice.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I didn't care if you were here.
Okay, thank you.
Delilah, this is the court. I wanted to make sure that you hear, maybe you've heard the whole thing. I didn't think to ask if you were listening to the whole proceeding, but the court's going to expect you to show up next week in court. Do you understand that?
Okay. I don't want to go with him. I don't know why you guys are trying to force me to go with him. Like, I'm not happy there. I don't like being there. I'm depressed there. I'm suicidal there. So why are you forcing a kid to live there? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
So the GAL has been put back into the case. The GAL will reach out to you, Delilah, and she'll talk to you about what's going on. But at this point in time, the court has entered an order that needs to be followed, okay? So the court's going to expect you and your mom to show up on Wednesday of next week, okay?
I don't want to go with him. I don't like being there. I don't like living there. I tried. I did try. And, that's the saddest I've ever been. So it's not like I didn't make an attempt to, make it work, or I didn't, follow by what the court had to say, because I did try. But, whenever you're constantly being suppressed and you're so depressed that you don't even want to live anymore, why force a child to go back into that situation?
Unfortunately, there are ways that you can bring things to the court's attention, but the way you don't bring things to the court's attention is by violating a court order. So there are things that can be filed, but right now, the only thing that's in front of me is the judgment that requires you to be with your dad at this time. So that's what I have to enforce at this point in time. I tell you to reach out to your guardian. That's why we have guardians in cases. So reach out to Venus. I know you have a good relationship with her, and talk to her between now and Wednesday, but the court expects you to follow the court's order, okay?
Can I ask a question on has Ms. Freiner took her to a therapist to diagnose all those the way Delilah's feeling right now?
My dad didn't take me to counseling while I was there.
I'm asking about your mom. Did she take you?
No, I don't. I'm happier here, and while I'm here, I don't feel the way that I do whenever I'm there. So there's no need for me to get counseling while I'm here.
Well, did you request counseling from your dad when you were up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the court will go ahead a counseling order for you to do that.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I did have Delilah signed up for counseling on January 4th, and she did miss that counseling appointment.
All right, everybody.
Okay.
So the court's made it very clear at this point in time, the only order and judgment before the court is that Dad would have custody right now. So that's the order that the court's enforcing. Again, you know, everybody can file whatever they need to file, but that's the court's order as of today. I want to be very clear that the court expects Ms. Freiner, Mr. Judy, and Delilah to all appear on Wednesday, February 3rd at 8 a.m. at the courthouse. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Anything else for today?
Yes, Judge, we were going to set a settlement conference.
Oh, thank you. Yes. I'm sorry.
For the 23rd, I'm in your courtroom at, I think something really early. 7:40?
Yeah, you might have a 7:40. I don't have any availability that day or at lunch, so that day's totally full. I could put you... I could put you at 10 on the 26th. I would just have a short window, but before our trial starts. But we could do the 26th at 10.
Okay, I have a 9:30 at Division 38, but I should be. Is this going to be? You don't know if it's going to be by Zoom or in person?
Oh no, provided that everything's fine in this case, it'll just be by phone.
Oh, it will. Okay.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, Ms. Freiner, I didn't hear you. Are you good on the 26th at 10?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Freiner, do you intend to get counsel? It's, again, entirely up to you. I'm just asking for purposes of planning.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Make sure that you give counsel this information on the next hearing if you intend to do that, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Everybody, I am going to enter this order. Ms. Freiner, how do you want to receive this order? By email or mail?
Email's fine.
Okay. So I'll have my clerk send you a copy of today's order.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate all your time and your cooperation today. I think it's in the best interest of the child that we all cooperate, so thank you so much for doing that today. And I will see you guys on Wednesday.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
Goodbye.
I think it's in